Among the victims who tragically lost their lives were several toddlers and some adults. The crash left some victims dismembered and others completely crushed. The dedicated personnel from the Winneba and Kaswa Fire Service Command worked tirelessly to recover the trapped bodies from the vehicles involved. The collision occurred between a passenger bus with registration number GR 5866-L traveling towards Liberia Camp and a fuel tanker truck belonging to the Goodness Energy, an oil company with registration number WR 2063-10 heading towards Mumford in the central region. The fatal crash claimed the lives of 16 individuals, including the bus driver and the tanker's driver's mate. Reports indicated that the driver of the passenger bus was dozing off behind the wheels, causing the vehicle to veer off its lane. In an attempt to quickly switch to the other lane, the driver of the fuel tanker truck was unable to avert the collision. An eyewitness shared the account with Citi News, shedding light on the tragic incident.
Mini a company driver bako, and I don't know yeba and I ebedao a station bako or Budumbram ahaya. Na efitema na me call Elmina no onu call apam ahaya. Intimidinity trailer bako pena ewo yentem and yeti before ebe hu sa we no sign no ye hu say bibi ti say bomb ana bibi boom before ye hu say driver no abani so abani side abe funny lane obo abema no ema no light but still ba na eba omo mienu no omo be crash ye me hu say e bi aja betimi atom timi me call reverse according to mami bako umu free Liberia nti umu call Liberia camp ahaya ba umu to Saturday osi umu ba no driver no cost speed dodo nti your friendly brother crampon wo camp no say umu ba umu driver no na on two boys kra nti osi umu do wini ba jansi ano onini ni brother kra umu kasai.
Sam Dito, a survivor of the crash and an occupant of the passenger bus, sustained minor injuries and was treated and discharged. He recounts the incident in an interview with Citi News, providing insight into the harrowing experience.
Everybody stood up and everybody started shouting. What really happened, most people were sleeping, so that heavy noise that usually when cars try to collapse, people try to shout. Yeah, I didn't observe that because most people was sleeping. Yeah, so at that moment, few people that were awake, they just jump, oh, accident, and people started crying, oh. Man said, I jumped down, but there was an oil in the car that leaked already. So when I jumped down, I slipped. My two legs went in the air again, so I started feeling some pain.
However, another passenger who was on board the bus highlighted concerns about overloading conditions of the vehicle, both in terms of passengers and goods. He described how seating area was packed with containers of cooking oil, sacks of rice and beans. The passenger also revealed that the loading officials seized his phone and deleted the videos he had taken as evidence even before the bus departed from Monrovia on Saturday. He further alleged that the driver had bribed officers at various borders for a smooth passage. Local residents expressed deep concerns about recurring incidents. Ebo Anderson, a resident of the area, shared his thoughts with Citi News.
There's an observation that we have made. That is Gomoa Okyereko dominancy and its enclave. It is growing in terms of population. And for that matter, this accident is becoming worrisome. So in as much as the government should have a look at it, it is very important. If not, we are going to record more casualties. If I should tell you, per record that I have, this very month of May, 1st May we had an accident, 2nd May we had an accident, 3rd, 4th May we had an accident, 7th May we had an accident, 12th, 14th we had an accident, 27th we had an accident, and today too there is an accident. It tells you that something should be done as far as this place is concerned.
For commercial drivers who use the stretch, they are confronted with a lot of challenges, ranging from the lack of speed ramps, huge potholes to the issues of vehicles not being towed from the stretch on time when they get damaged. They enumerated some of the challenges to Citi News.
Say big trucks, no. If you want na kana say isi kwan so. Nse say e bia kana say no. O fa MTTD4 big cars na wabetwe no. O mo ntwe no major car na isi won. Say nyom dey start happy wo kwan so bebre ni. Mo say na jona kana bia kwasha ase na nipa na wu. And sometimes the bad road o kwan baby one ma instead of asphalt no. Na say na o san komo ya patch no ma say asphalt no. No buy sapetin. Sometimes we hwe accident na sisi bebre na nyina ye because of single lane nti. Sometimes caref bebre na wo mu
heavyweight ekwa kwan no so jama ya kwan no bebre udu even from soldier for no wa ekwa kwan po na kwan na muchi monka pressure wa kwan no so but to sabakwan no so at the same time no so no cars ne doors no tin America born and at the same time no so no kwan no so ye small ma cars ne nam kwan no so ntema ni obia se traffic ko so anu obia ya pentem se osan cars na di nanim. So, the
Winneba Fire Service has been relied upon as the primary respondent to accidents along this stretch. DO2 Kwesi Hughes, the commander of the fire service in Winneba, shed light on the prevailing issues, citing driver indiscipline and speeding as a major contributory factor to these accidents. He recommends the construction of a speed ramp along the stretch as a means of controlling speed and ensuring road safety.
Change the attitude that we exhibit on the road. For instance, you could see somebody, because his car is new, trying to overtake about 6, 7, 8 cars at a go. You understand? This road, I don't know, the indiscipline is too much. I'm sure the only solution is that speed ramps that will enable a driver to slow down must be mounted on places like Okyereko. Otherwise, people will keep speeding. People will keep trying their cars here. I'm not happy when it happens like that, and you see your fellow human beings being dismembered because of one person's mistake that we could have helped him to avoid. They said the U-turn driver was sleeping. The question is, didn't anyone in the U-turn car see him sleeping? What did they do? Did they protested, or they just wanted to reach their destination?
Meanwhile, ACFO John Amalai Amate, the commander of the Central Regional Fire Service, visited the accident site and hospital where the injured victims are receiving treatment. He recommended the personnel of the Ghana National Fire Service for their resilience and also urged drivers to exercise discipline on the road.
In fact, I want to take this opportunity to commend my municipal fire officer, DO2 Hughes, and his men for their bravery, for their gallantry, and for the great work they have done this morning. In fact, rescuing in this kind of operation is not the easiest, where men are trapped under seats, where they have found themselves located at obscure corners, where you need to break chairs and throw them out, and where you need to rescue persons who are torn into pieces. It's not easy. It's very traumatizing. But I want to commend them that in spite of all this, they were able to stand their grounds and do the needful. When you see the damaged vehicles involved, it's really a deadly incident, and we pray such incidents does not occur again.
Over 16 people are feared dead in a gory accident at Gomoa Okyereko in the central region. Just behind me is the truck that was involved in the accident. But the question people keep asking is, when is this road going to be dualized? They believe when the road is dualized, it will help reduce the accidents. Citi News, Gomoa Okyereko.